Welcome to the Leadership We Need Now, a place where we talk about caring, compassionate, and courageous leadership. I'm Stacie Dei, and I've been a nonprofit director for over 20 years. I'm also a strategist and a coach, and I'm excited that we can share and talk about some of the challenges that we face in leadership today. One of the things I want to talk about today specifically is the anxiety and the pressure of putting out something new, of putting yourself out there and becoming vulnerable in a situation. I'm experiencing that in real time, and I thought it was a good and valuable point to talk about because I am experiencing it in this moment. In 20 minutes, I'm posting about this new step in my career, this new opportunity that I'm taking, and really stepping out of my comfort zone to do something different. And as I'm doing that, I'm facing all of the same things a lot of us face, the imposter syndrome or the fear of failure or the fear of success even. And so documenting that and feeling that in the moment is actually very different than talking about it once it's happened. Most of these stories only get communicated once something is a success or something's a great failure, and sometimes things are just in the middle. Of course, I want it to be successful. I want this process to be successful, but it's completely out of my hands. And in this situation where I'm taking a different route, a different process, where I'm putting myself out there, my face, my image, my thoughts, my feelings about things out there for public view, for scrutiny, and for people to determine if I'm smart enough or experienced enough, or if I have a right to have a voice. And so when you do that, you go through this process, as I'm again going through this now, where you know that you have done the best you could. This is months and years really of work put into this project, and it could be a great success, which means that people will like it, appreciate it, support it, and share it. It could be an okay success, and I will have all of my friends that lovingly have asked their other friends to share and to like and things like that. Or it could be a complete failure where people see me as a fraud or as somebody who shouldn't have this voice. And so as I was doing it, I thought I really did set myself up for the fact that the discernment process, the pieces of creative thinking were already complete. That was kind of put to bed. I didn't want to have conversations any longer, because I've had them for months, about the direction and the styling and how this looks and how this doesn't look. I'm really at a place where I have to put this out there to move forward and know that when I'm developing this, I'm developing it with the intention to do everything with an iPhone, with lights that, I got from Amazon for under $100. I'm doing this in my home from, with a shelf and some really cool, this is really cool art and things behind me. But doing that on a personal level where I'm coming into this and saying, I'm going to start from the bottom. I'm going to do this like I would expect anyone else to do it. We're going to start with limited resources. I don't have someone professionally videoing this. I have a little magic clicker that starts and stops the videos, plenty of stops and starts with all of my errors and mistakes. And so as I'm doing this, I hope to get better. I hope to do this and learn ways that things become easier, learn ways to make the lighting better, or make my presentation better, or make my video better, or whatever it is. But one of the things that I can't do is come in and not be my authentic self. I think that's the thing that is important for me today, is to say that what I'm showing you is real. What I'm showing you is me being vulnerable, and that's a scary place. I don't have a program and a project to kind of hide behind. I have what I believe is a story to tell. And I finally feel like I can be the one to tell it and feel comfortable in that role. Once I've done all the work, once I've laid all the groundwork and we've done all the things that we need to do, I really am in the driver's, or no, I'm not in the driver's seat. Sorry, I would like to be in the driver's seat, but I'm not in the driver's seat. I'm in the passenger seat. I'm actually probably in the trunk, because we're gonna post these videos, we're gonna do the best we can, and then it is left to the world. It is left up to the universe to see where things go. If people like what I have to say, if people want to hear more, if people want to have conversations. I think this is, for me, my start. And I want to look back and think about this moment, not in, a hindsight is 2020 kind of way, but in a way of like, I'm experiencing the anxiety now. I'm experiencing the worry of if it doesn't do something the way I want it to, or if it does, how to handle that as well. And so being in this moment is a very different experience than talking about it, in a year or so, where we already know what the result is. So as you're doing this, I guess my tip for this that I've been telling myself, we'll see if it works, is that I have done the best I could. I have done my homework. I have spent hours and days and months trying to put together an idea, something that most people have not understood, that when I'm describing it or when I'm sharing what I'm doing, that it really doesn't click with some people, and that's okay. And I think that I've had to listen to myself and know, I keep saying to myself, I'm onto something. And as I've done that, I've got to trust that putting my best foot forward, I'm doing my best work, I'm trying, and this is my beginning. Very, very nerve-wracking, but it is a very exciting beginning. So I appreciate you for listening to this little rambling piece about where I am in this moment. And for those of you that have experienced this, you know 100% what is happening. And so I appreciate you. Subscribe, like, share, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.